What's going on? Dr. Nate here. Today we're going to talk about warming up before lifting. If you are the type of person that goes to your 1 rep max before any warm-ups, this is for you. And also if you have a 1 hour warm-up, like that's insane. I actually know somebody who, and if you're watching this, I'm not going to call you out by name, but if you're watching this, you have changed your ways, so you're good to go. But I knew and know several people who have, they've implemented a 1 hour warm-up prior to their lifting session. This doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't take that long for your synovial fluid to start lubricating the joint. It doesn't take that long for your muscle tissue to be warmed up. I mean, at the max, 15-minute warm-up, you should be like firing on all cylinders. And maybe you have to increase the intensity of your warm-up. That's definitely something. This is for lifting, right? It might be different for somebody who's about to run a marathon or some high endurance event or something like that. So again, for lifting, if you have a 1 hour warm-up, we're going to break it down and move it down. So first things first, instead of doing a bunch of foam rolling, a bunch of static stretching, a bunch of mobility work that you probably don't need, you should start with the one movement that you're actually going to do. So if it's a squat, start with a squat. Start with just the bar, maybe start with just a body weight squat, and then work up in increments to the working weight that you're going to be using. Same thing with deadlift, same thing with bench press. Sometimes I do like to add in like a full body plank or like a bird dog or something like that. It's not necessary. It's my personal preference to do it. I like to try to just activate the muscles that I'm going to use in a specific movement. But really the most specific thing that you can do to warm up for a lifting session is lifting. Not necessarily foam rolling. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense either, because that's not warming up your tissues. So I'll probably get a lot of hate for this, but the foam rolling honestly is just, it makes you feel good, it's great. You can keep doing it, but it's not as efficient as if you just go through the motion that you're already going to do through a large range of motion at a light weight and then build up to that. It doesn't have to be complicated. And again, this can take like 8 to 10 minutes of a really solid warm-up. So I'll give you a real world example. I was squatting last Friday, and my warm-up, I was just working up to like a heavy 1 rep max, which I'm very weak right now. You can insert a sad face into the video. But I was working up to my 1 rep max, or close to like an RPE 9, and my first set was just the bar, and then my next set was 135, and then I went up in increments after that. I did do a set of planks in between. I did a set of lunges in between my first couple sets just to get the blood flowing. And then by the time I hit my heavy singles, I was feeling super warm and ready to go. And my warm-up literally took like around 8 minutes, to the point that I went from 0 weight and cold to above 300 pounds. So like, it doesn't have to be this long drawn out thing, right? So that's really, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Like, just slowly implement that into your routine. If you're doing something for 45 minutes, you can bring it down and just focus on the one movement that you're doing first, and slowly implement lighter weight, higher reps. And that should only take you like 5 to 8 minutes. And then number 2, if you're the person who's not warming up, that's also decreasing your efficiency and probably increasing injury risk a bit too if you're going right into the heaviest weight you can possibly do. I see this a lot with clients who are working out routinely, but they keep having these nagging aches and pains. And when I ask them if they're warming up, they're like, oh, what's that? So you want to make sure you're warming up too. Hope this was helpful. Let me know how long your warm-up routine is in the comments below. I'd be curious to hear. Please like this video if it's been helpful for you. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And as always, stay strong, stay resilient, and keep getting after it.